I've been helping people build freelance writing businesses online for over 10 years now. And in those 10 years, I've learned a lot about how to be a successful freelance writer. So today, as kind of an apology for not uploading on a regular basis lately, I'm going to share with you my 10 best pieces of freelance writing advice. If you're a freelance writer or an aspiring freelance writer, if you take these 10 things to heart, I can all but guarantee by this time next year, you will have a thriving freelance business. So this might be a long one, maybe not. We're gonna try and keep it short, and so I'm gonna stop rambling now and we're gonna jump right into the tips. Let's go. Number 1, cold emailing is better for getting freelance writing jobs than job boards. It's really easy to go to freelancer.com or go to Upwork and be like, cool, I'm gonna apply for a couple jobs, and you're gonna feel really productive, and then you're not gonna do anything else. You're gonna wait, you're not gonna hear back about those jobs, chances are you're not gonna get those jobs, and then you're gonna repeat. And you're gonna keep going to the job boards and you're gonna keep not getting work. And if you do get work, it's probably not gonna pay you as well as it should. Cold emailing always gets you more jobs than freelance job boards over the long term. It's gonna get you higher quality jobs, it's gonna get you more repetitive jobs, clients that keep coming back to you, and they're going to be higher paid. Is it as easy to do? No, it's gonna take a little more time. It's gonna take a little more prep work. It's gonna be a little more tedious, but it works way better. 2, the boring jobs pay the best. Yeah, it would be great to be a travel writer where you get flown all over the world and you get wined and dined and you stay in luxury hotels and you eat at Michelin-starred restaurants and you get paid thousands of dollars to go and do this. That would be great. Everybody would love to do that, but here's the problem with that. Everybody would love to do that. So it's hard to get those types of jobs. And if you do get those types of jobs, they're not going to pay very well, if at all. And so if you're actually trying to build a business that's going to support yourself, don't go after the luxury travel jobs. Go after the boring stuff. B2B writing, finance writing, health writing, medical writing, SEO writing, basic boring jobs. That's the stuff that is going to pay the bills more often than not. If you can get really good learning about random topics that are probably going to be pretty boring, you can build a highly lucrative freelance writing career. So if I were you, stop thinking about how you're going to get paid to write about your favorite thing in the world. Stop thinking about getting paid to write about your hobbies. Go after those boring jobs, those finance jobs, those tech jobs, those B2B jobs, all the boring stuff that nobody wants to write about because usually those jobs pay very well. And as an aside, because chances are you do want to write about more interesting things, start a blog around the thing you are most interested in. That's why I started a blog about golf. That's why I started a blog about luxury hotels. That's why I started a blog about cocktails, so I could write about the things that I was interested in. And as that blog grows, you're gonna start making money for writing about those topics. You're gonna start getting opportunities that other people would kill for because you have built a brand around that thing. So to be clear, because I started a blog around golf, I have had tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of free travel, free golf gear, free golf experiences, all because I took the time to start that. If you're looking for those types of experiences, it's far easier to start a blog than to make it as a freelance writer. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Number 3, a portfolio website, it's great to have. I recommend you have one. But if you're just getting started as a freelance writer and you're struggling to build that portfolio website, if you've been spending weeks trying to perfect everything, trying to get the photos in the right place, maybe you're struggling with Squarespace or WordPress, stop. It's nice to have, it's not a must-have. Start going out, start doing your cold emailing, start looking for jobs. That is what is most important. The portfolio is great, and you should have samples of your work regardless of whether or not you have a website. So make sure you've got some samples, but don't worry about the website if that is bogging you down. Yes, it can help you get jobs. Yes, it can make it easier to build rapport and build trust with potential clients, but you can absolutely 100% get jobs without it. And if you're spending too much time spinning your wheels on that, skip it for now. Start reaching out and pitching for jobs because that's what's most important. Number 4, embrace what I call the milestone mindset. A lot of freelance writers, chances are you've got some sort of financial goal. Maybe it's to make $5,000 a month. If that's your only goal, you're not going to succeed because you're going to be so frustrated by the amount of time it takes you to reach that goal that you're going to get burnt out, you're going to start spinning your wheels, you're probably going to end up quitting before you get there because you haven't had milestones along the way. You haven't had small victories that you can celebrate. So rather than only focusing on that one big financial goal, set dozens of smaller milestones and celebrate those every time you hit them. So maybe just watching this video, maybe that is a milestone. Watch one freelance writing educational video on YouTube. Great. Go buy your domain name. Great, check it off. Go get a hosting account. Great, check it off. Send one pitch email. Great, check it off. Get your first client. Make your first dollar. All of those things you should be celebrating. So create a series of milestones rather than one big financial goal that you don't necessarily have control over. And to be clear, many of these milestones should be based on actions you can take. So rather than make $1,000, it should be send 100 email pitches, because that is something you can control and that is going to lead to making $1,000, but you don't really have control over when you make that amount of money. You only have control over the actions you take to get there. So, milestone mindset, lots of smaller goals rather than just one big one. Number 5, other freelancers are friends, not foes. It's easy to, join a course like Location Rebel Academy, where you've got a bunch of people in our forums that are all trying to do the same thing. Everybody's trying to make it as a freelancer, and you might look at all those people as your competition. No. Those are the people that are going to help you. Because as you build your network of freelancers, guess what? All of those people are looking for jobs. They're finding jobs, and often they can't perform the job that has come to them. Maybe it's not their area of expertise. Maybe they've got too much work. Maybe they took on a big project and they need additional writers. Often, your best source of freelance writing jobs is going to come from other freelancers. That's why a place like Location Rebel Academy is so valuable, because so often we have people that have gone through the course, they've got successful freelance writing businesses, and then they come back and say, hey, now I've got more work than I know what to do with. We need to find some writers. Where am I going to find some writers? Oh yeah, in Location Rebel Academy, where we've got a whole bunch of writers. So don't look at other freelance writers as the enemy, because the more people you get to know, the chances are very good those people are going to be sending some jobs your way. Pause, open up a new tab, go to locationrebel.com/hi, enter in your email address, get our free 6-day course where I walk you through everything you need to know to start a freelance writing business on the internet starting today. In 1 week's time, you're going to know everything you need to know about how to start a freelance writing business. So if that's something that would be helpful to you, then locationrebel.com/hi, go do it now. Continue watching the video. There you go. Number 6, Freelancers Friend is probably the best thing you can purchase as a budding freelancer. You don't know what Freelancers Friend is? Oh, well, that is our premium newsletter, where twice a week we handpick freelance writing jobs, people that are hiring right now, and we hand them to you on a silver platter. So if you're actively looking for freelance writing work, wouldn't it be nice if you had a friend who is actively looking for jobs and found jobs on your behalf and said, hey, here's like a dozen jobs a week that are probably going to be a really good fit for you. All you have to do is go and apply. That would be pretty great, right? Well, that's what we do. And then we have a bunch of other freelance writing tips, other freelance writing advice that you're not going to find anywhere else in every single issue. So for $49 a month, we are handing you dozens of potential freelance writing jobs, which saves you hours from having to go out and do all the cold emailing and all the job boards that aren't going to work. This is a much better way. And I'm not saying this should replace the cold emailing. I would say do this along with the cold emailing to really give yourself the best job of getting more freelance writing work quickly. Okay, and because you made it this far, you're probably serious about becoming a freelance writer. So for the next 10 people that use the code SERIOUS, I'm gonna give you $10 off a month on Freelancers Friend. So instead of $49 a month, you'll pay $39 a month for dozens of hand-picked freelance writing jobs delivered to your inbox twice a week. There you go. That seems like a no-brainer. Number 7, you wanna know the secret to my success over the last 13 years? Write every day. Build a habit of writing every day. If that sounds like a struggle to you, make a word goal. 100 words a day. That's all you gotta do. That should take you like 5 minutes. My goal is usually 500 words a day, because I know if I can get to 500 words a day, I'm probably gonna keep writing and end up writing 1,000 or 2,000 words. And when I'm writing more, it means my business is more successful. I'm creating more content. That's gonna get me more affiliate revenue. That's gonna lead to more people finding my email list and signing up for Location Rebel Academy. Everything I do right now online comes back to writing. And so if you want to be a freelance writer, getting in the habit of writing is going to be really helpful. Because as a freelance writer, guess what? You're gonna have to do a lot of writing. And if you're not prepared to do that, you're going to struggle. So start now, start writing 500 words a day. Thank me later. It's probably the best habit you can build in your journey to become a better freelance writer. Number 8, if writing every day is the best habit you can build, then the best skill you can learn, I often say copywriting is the best skill you can learn. This is a version of copywriting. We're going to niche down even more. The best skill you can learn as a freelance writer and an online business owner is learning how to send personalized emails. As I said in the beginning of this video, cold emailing is the best way to get jobs. But learning the skill of sending a really thorough, personalized email that's going to get open, that's going to get a positive response, and is going to lead to a conversation, that is one of the most valuable things you can learn how to do in life. Most people send the exact same email template to everybody they are reaching out to. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to set yourself apart. You want to do something different. So you want to do some research on every single person you email, and then you want to send a thoughtful note. So learning that skill, because it is a skill, like learning how to send an email that's going to get this type of positive response, it's not necessarily easy to do. It's not difficult, but you just have to practice it, and most people don't do that. So our flagship course is called Location Rebel Academy. That's different from Freelancers Friend, which I just talked about. But if you join it, inside we have a whole course called How to Pitch. It is all about how to send these personalized emails. You're probably thinking, that's not necessarily a skill I need. I promise you, it is a skill you need, and it's the most valuable thing you can learn how to do. That is what's going to get you freelance writing jobs, plain and simple. Okay, I'll get off my high horse now. We'll go back down here. Let's move on to the next one. 9, be organized with your business. And the best way I have found to do this is to use a tool like Streak. So Streak is basically a CRM for your Gmail inbox. It allows you to track all the emails you've sent. It allows you to schedule emails. So let's say you only have time to work over the weekend, but that's not the best time to do your outreach. You can schedule all your emails to go out at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday when it's more likely the person you send it to is going to be sitting in front of their inbox. You can track and see if people have opened your emails. There's all sorts of things you can do. So by being organized with your outreach, with your follow-ups, you're going to make it much more likely to get a response from the people you're emailing. And that's all you're looking for at first. You just want them to respond. You just want them to open up the door for a conversation, because then you could start building rapport and you can potentially get a job. If nobody responds, then you're kind of screwed. So by using a tool like Streak and pairing that with the personalized emails, you're just increasing the chances of them responding to you. Finally, the last piece of advice I want to give you if you're an aspiring freelance writer is to treat it like a job. Chances are you're still working. You have a full-time job. Maybe you have kids. You probably are doing this as a little bit of a side hustle. Chances are you don't have 40 hours a week to devote to this. But what you need to do is every Sunday, sit down, plan out your hours. Think of this as like you're punching your time card. So every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., you are working on this or whatever it might be. So set your hours and truly treat it like a job, treat it like a meeting, treat it like any appointment that you would never cancel or never miss. As soon as you start treating this like a job, you are going to start getting results and start getting paid as if it's a job. But if you don't take it seriously, if you're constantly pushing it to the side, you are not going to succeed. You're going to get burnt out, you're going to get frustrated, and you're probably going to quit altogether. So if you're getting started freelance writing, or if you're struggling currently as a freelance writer, take a step back, say, you know what, this is my job now, treat it as such, take it with that type of serious commitment, and you are going to see major changes in the success of your business. So there you go. Those are my 10 mostly best tips, or at least the ones I could think of as I was creating this video for an aspiring freelance writer. If you got some value out of this video, then maybe consider hitting the subscribe button, maybe give this video a thumbs up, or better yet, go to locationrebel.com/hi. Get our free 6-day course where I walk you through everything you need to do to build a successful freelance writing business starting today. My name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Location Rebel, where I teach you how to build a business with your words on the internet. Thank you so much for making it this far, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.